Are we live? And we're live again. Woo! I suppose Gerald and his pod got their act back together. How we all doing? Can you hear me? Do we have internet? We're back. We got Master Tiger in the chat room. We got Gonzin in the chat room. We got Kiera in the chat, of course. And we got Kenneth in the chat. Welcome back, everybody. That was okay. Let's make it happen. Hopefully the internet doesn't go back out. I am tempted to... I guess this episode just has... What was it? 30 minutes of darkness. But that's not going to stop the light. It's not going to steal our fire or our water. It's Dolphin Day. It was just a bit too much power, I suppose. For the ISP, we had to have a little bit of a adjustment here. That's the thing. Woo! Okay, let me gather myself and you all back again. How do we have 9 people watching all of us? This is the most dodgy live stream show I've ever seen in my life. Okay, I'm grateful for that. Got to be grateful. That's interesting. Can he rebound? Okay. Everybody in the galaxy, welcome back to my live stream on planet Earth. You know, the planet with the big liquid H2 ocean. Woo! We got Dolphin in the chat. How we doing, Dolphin? Okay, that was a lot of excitement. I wanted a smoother start there, but here we are. In case the internet goes back out, I suppose I know that the stream just stays going and will... that was a proper scramble. I usually like to do a bit of a scramble before my shows, but that was a proper one. It's Dolphin Day. And I told you I'd leave all the machines hot. Okay. Woo! As some of you may know, the dolphin is one of my favorite animals. I don't have a number 1, 2, or 3 here, but it's dolphins, tigers, and elephants. And today it's pink dolphins on parade. Where are my elephants at? And don't forget about my other favorite animal. Freaky teddies. Is that an animal or just a bit of stuff and fluff? Right. Welcome back, everybody. It's Tape Tuesday. We got Kiera in the chat saying Pink Lloyd. I guess Lloyd is Gerald's brother, right? That, my friends, is the first dolphin tape we made on the show. You know, I think I had a dolphin tape from before the show, but this was Tape Tuesday, episode 6, where we made that dolphin tape. I like the Dolphins. It lends itself very well to the Tascam 414. I should work up a bit of a mood here today. We got Kenneth in the chat with the quote of the day. It's good to have Kenneth with a quote. I guess it's a quote. Kenneth is saying in the chat room, dolphins are celebrated as joyous, intelligent, and spiritual creatures, often symbolizing freedom, harmony, and the importance of play. Thank you so much, Kenneth. We got Kiara in the chat saying, let's go puffer fishing. Let's go popping. Gonzin in the chat. Lots of sploshing about. That's right. And we got Master Tiger in the chat saying, you're getting warmed up. I don't know. It's very cold in the desert here today. It's been snowing. It's a high desert. So let's try out our second dolphin tape. This one was Tape Tuesday, episode 17. I guess this is kind of a theme here. That was the tape that was fused shut. One of those old whatchamacallit, pre-recorded cassette tapes. I actually had to shuck that like an oyster. Oysters. And that's why it's got the tape all around it to keep it closed. Although the other side, yeah, no, it would definitely fall apart if you let it. Let's have a go with this one. I'll put it in backwards because which way is forwards anyway? I always seem to do a bit of a low. Trying to call the whales out with that one, I guess. We got Gonzin in the chat saying, snowing in the desert. Like to see that. It does, well, it's high desert here. I do have my history with actual deserts. But I also have my history with actual jungle, so I consider this place where I'm at now a freaking desert, baby. It's dry. High, don't leave us high and dry. Come on. Like the internet earlier. It's good to be back. You gotta test things out every now and then. Okay, so that was my little preview of the Dolphin cassette tape loop. And if you frequent my Ease shows, you will know I love that dolphin tape. So let's make like a dolphin and get to squeaking here. It's Tape Tuesday, of course. We have to do our tape loop making ritual. Got all the gear right on the table here. That threw me for a bit of a loop, I guess. It's not every day the internet just plops out like that 33 seconds after you start live streaming. The official story is that was just a bit too much excitement for this little internet that we got. We got Dolphin in the chat sounding like a call to the Dolphin Parade. Yeah, it's gonna be what is it? 2 tapes is a pair. And 3 Dolphin tapes is a parade. A parade. Come to my aid, people. Let's get into this here. I've got an old tape. I'll play it here really quick. It's from the Repair 'em Up cassette tape loop pile. This one, you can probably tell it's, or can ya? It's a bit loose in there, and maybe because it had that it was hopping that pin. But the tape, the recording on the tape's a bit rubbish anyway. And you can, I don't know, can you see that? The tape's all wobbling around in there. I think I used it as kind of an echo tape at one point. I think we're gonna just open it up and have a new one. Although it does sound kind of cool going on the 2 times fast Tascam speed. What do you think? I think that tape is rubbish. Can't remember when I made that or why. But you can even see it. The tape is, it's not happy in there, and it has hopped the pin. That might be one of those tapes where I hopped the pin, my friend, and it was just too loose after hopping the pin. But if you hop the pin back, it'd be too tight, and that doesn't feel so good. So, welcome back, Frankenstein tape. We've got to repair them up. Speaking of repair them up, look what else I got. Ooh. A couple weeks ago on Monosynth Monday evening for me. It was Monosynth Tuesday for some of you's day. We got Kiara in the chat saying, loving the pink Tascam Lloyd. This pink Lloyd thing is, I guess we're starting it off with the pink Dolphins on parade, but I have been known to be a little bit pink and Lloyd, whatever that means. Just as long as you're not annoyed with the fact that the internet was on the fritz. Can't have dolphins without a little bit of that ocean. This is Hawaii. This is Kua Beach. In reverse. We'll let that run in the background with some nice wave sounds. Okay. It's time to make another tape loop, my friends. We do this on every Tuesday that we do it on. It's not every Tuesday. Okay, so let's make it happen for once. I'm so happy that the internet is working. What would we do without our internet? I suppose we would be hanging out with the dolphins. We probably would have invented some sort of aqualung, right? One can dream, right? Okay. Let's get a little bit more light here. Want that? Let's go for... Ooh, how about some blue? Yeah. Pink dolphins, blue dolphins. Okay, so this has already been made into a tape loop, so I'm not gonna talk about all the things that I like to do with a brand new cassette tape. I'm just gonna take the one screw out and let's get back in there. This loop, I have a strange pile of these loops. I'm telling you, there's a lot of strange piles in the Electric Archaic studio, but I have a little toucan flute over there that's holding all my tape loot. Maybe I'll try to review these at some point and salvage them, but it's so many tapes, you guys. And I got a whole new package of tapes coming in the mail here soon, which will be great because I worry about running out. Toucan do it. It's Tape Toucan Day. Tape Tuesday. I'm really scraping from the bottom of the barrel here. No, I'm still in slight disbelief that we have internet that quickly, and I'm worried it might go back out again. But you know what? We got to let it roll. We got to keep it rolling. I'm trying to. Maybe we can conjure up our brand new fresh Tape Tuesday episode 33 Dolphin tape loop using the TB303 as our synthesizer. But of course, I also have the standard classic Korg Volca keys. And I never did show you this, but it's got the Dolphin on it. Whales, too. There's all these whales in my dreams. They keep coming around and... Upcoming tune on the new album. Okay, let's get to work. That's enough rambling and scrambling, I think. And that's enough acknowledging the ramble and the scramble. Here we go. So, yeah, you don't want to lose any of your bits here. It looks like I started to lose a bit of a bit there. Let's just put that back in place. That's a little felt jobber. It keeps the tape on the tape head. And right on. I think that's right. Yeah, that should be right. Okay, let's quickly do it. I want to hear that new Dolphin tape loop. I use a Dolphin tape loop in pretty much every single Ease show I do. It's one of my things. It's one of my favorite things. Okay, we got the splicing block and leader protector. You're gonna need that protection. And razor, cardboard, tape pusher downer, splicing tape. Need that too. And a freaky teddy sticker. What are you gonna do? Okay, I got my loop tape. That's most important. This is a high bias tape. Those of you who know, you already know. Okay, let's zoom them out a little bit here. Pull out some tape into the splicing block. I want to make this the best Dolphin tape loop I have. I often use both of those in Ease shows, kind of switch between the two, but we need a third one because I just got to keep it a little bit fresh, you know? And we're not talking freshwater, we're talking marine fresh. So with the splicing block, I'm just gonna lay that tape down in there. I have all my measurements correct for this tape. Changes, it seems, from tape to tape. Okay, and then I will cut it right here, and that just works out perfect for me. The magic white is already on the canvas, as my friend Bill Alexander would be saying right about now. Although this is not a painting show. Painting with sound. Come on, baby. Let me be the Bill Alexander of sound. Bill Alex Sounder. Kind of rhymes with flounder. So long, and thanks for all the fish. Gonna have to have some sardines after this show. Am I the only person that likes sardines? Let me know in the chat room. The chat room that I'm thoroughly ignoring because I have to make this tape loop as perfect as possible, even though nothing about today is perfect, apparently. Oh, perfection! So get your razor. Of course, be safe with things that are sharp. And you want to cut down and kind of slice it. Don't chop it. I don't like to chop them up. It doesn't seem to work. You want a nice slice, all right? I really, let's do a quick prayer to the gods of the analog freakiness that this is going to be the most perfect tape splice we've ever not heard. Also, maybe a quick prayer to the gods of the digital freakiness. Keep the internet going. It seems like it's going, though. All right, that'll be the cut. We'll have to see. Oh, where's my tape bug? Too bad I can't make a tape fish here for the dolphins, although this is a little bit of like a fish. Hey, we got dolphins! We got dolphin in the chat! We got dolphin in the Ease show. What you're hearing in the background right now is Ease, episode 01. I gotta throw back to that second episode. There was a mythical Ease episode 00 that I live streamed on Twitch to nobody, and it wasn't recorded. I guess I learned my lesson quick on that. We don't stream on Twitch without recording the show or also streaming on YouTube. No, YouTube is where we do it. So let's see. Kiara in the chat. I can't do tinned fish, sadly. I must be a river dolphin spirit. You might just want fresh fish. Drop the tin, my friend. I love me some tinned fish. Gonzin in the chat saying, sometimes more mackerel. I heard that mackerel is being extinctified or something. I don't know. There's a guy on Instagram called Tinned Fish Reviews. Let us decant the tin. That guy's hilarious. I love him. But he was saying a while back that mackerel is not the one, but that sure does taste good. Said the dolphin in me. Okay. Yeah, we got Kiara in the chat saying, internet changed everything. When it turns off, when it turns on, the invention of it. How about cassette tapes? Cassette tapes changed everything too, but we're hoping we can change everything again with cassette tapes, right? It's my favorite sound. Wait, no, that's the 303. Okay, guys. So I like to push down the tape on the splice area here. What's here at? Just grateful for you all. So sad that we're missing Hen today, and I guess we lost Kenneth as well. But you know, you guys don't have to sit there watching a completely blank live stream. This will be a fun episode for the future. It's like 35 minutes of black, no internet, no live stream, and then hey, we're back. We're back. This is the part where I got to get down in there. Oh man, I think I botched the splice here, but we'll find out in a minute. Trying to make the most perfect tape loop I can make because I want this to really sound like there's no splice. And let's see about that splice. Let's see if I can see anything. It's very dark in the studio. I'm going for that under the sea type of vibe. Actually, it looks fine. I was a little bit worried, but you might be able to see this here. Or just zoom you in. The tape isn't exactly the width of... I'm talking about the splicing tape is not exactly the width of the cassette tape. So it'd be nice to have it kind of in the middle there. Because you can see, I think you can see. There's a little bit of just tape only. Just gotta give it your scientific best. That's what I always say. Okay, the splice goes like that. I'm just trying to make sure it's a little bit friendly there. Yeah, so that little point would be running into the tape head. We're gonna just flip the loop so that it's doing a smooth, kind of like a fade out. That's another one of my trade secrets. I'm here giving away all my trade secrets. We're not hopping a pin. I don't think we need to. Be careful while you're putting the tape in the cassette. Oh man, it's... How low can we go? I don't know. Yep, excuse me. Something's got to be on the fritz. Hopefully it's just one thing though. Okay. Ooh, that's a bit tight. We'll have to see if that's going to be a happy tape loop. We only get one shot on Tape Tuesday, right? No, that's not true. And I don't have any backup tape loops, although I have plenty of backup tapes. Let's try it out. If all is well, if all is whale, whale see. All my best laid internet plans. Okay. Let's fade out that Hawaii Kua Beach. I mean, if you guys are ever on Big Island, I would definitely... There's not a whole lot of beaches on Big Island, but the favorite one we found when we were there was Kua Beach. And that was a Soundscape expedition I did during that trip. Let's listen for the splice. Hopefully we don't hear it. Volume's up. That is rolling. It's going very fast. Okay. Do you hear that splice? It's a little bit of a... Hopefully it's going to be the best dolphin tape loop I've ever made, because I need one that's better than those last two. Just a little touch. We'll still use the last two, I think, but happy together. We got Dolphin in the chat. I like that. That might be a good name for an album. Write that down, Kiara. Happy together. On the great one, Planet Earth. Kiara in the chat saying, fish food is brain food. And what you're hearing in the background right now is the seas of Terra Vega. I imagine they have some very freaky dolphins in those seas, indeed. Or at least they did. Indeed. Right! So we've got a happy tape loop. That was pretty quick. I like it when there aren't... Yeah, I like it. Let's now clean up the tape area. You have to keep a clean workstation. It's like a space station, right? Alone in space. It's got to be family. Okay, that's our tape bug for today. It's really just... I'm trying to make a tape fish here. There we go. Tape fish. tiny. We could also make a tape seagull, too. All my best laid tape plans. Anyways, I like to have a tape bug because these things can get stuck around. But we'll just put it in there with everything else. Oh, now it's stuck to my fingers. Get off of me. Once again, thank you all for joining me. Give me a like and subscribe if you're having fun. We're just getting warmed up, right, Master Tiger? Oh, this is the other part that would go for that tape fish. We'll just deal with that later. And leader protector, that's a good one. Okay. Get your razor. Your razor. Cool. It's easy. It's easy making tape loops. You too can paint a tape loop. You too can paint, we promise. What's that? Okay. I think I want to fire straight into the 303. I'm not sure if the 303 is really a dolphin machine, but we're going to find out. It sure looks like a dolphin, doesn't it? Ooh. All right, let's fire it up. Hopefully we got battery power enough for the show. Hopefully everything works from here on out. It's been quite the episode in general here on this beautiful planet of ours. And let's plug the 303 into track 1. We got Master Tiger in the chat room saying, I love tape loops. Have you been making tape loops, Master Tiger? I know we were all talking a whole lot about tape machines, tape loops, and all of that when I started my live stream show about a year ago. But maybe we need to check in on how everyone's doing with their music production, tape looping. Right, I've got the 303 armed for record and total record. Let's see, let's get this straight here with the Tascam 414. I have the modification. I do have a link on my channel of how to modify this. It's just 2 points, very simple. I run these jumper wires out the back, and when you plug them in, it basically creates, I guess it's a short. I'm jumping for it, and this slows the Tascam down substantially. And when you unplug it, it's running normal Tascam speed. So for our dolphins, we like to get that high-pitched dolphin sound. What would be the best speed to run this at? I'm going to probably start with the highest pitch that I can on the TB303. So if we're running the tape super fast and then we do a high pitch, that should be as high as it can get, right? And then it drops way down low. Or do we... No, I'm wrong. It's reversal brain time. We want it to be running slow, and then we run the pitch high on the 303, and then when we speed it up, it gets even faster. We'll do that. I think I'm correct. Gonzin knows I work best with color and sound, not so much with numbers and speed. No. I do color, not speed. If I could just get this plugged back in. I'm getting a bit of a cramp. It's right here. Everything's nuts today. Ooh, walnuts. Well, oh, never mind. Oh boy, we could. there's a lot of fun puns that... I'm done. Okay, we're running it. Should we go super slow with it? Yeah, let's put the Tascam as slow as it can go. Shoutouts to Slow and Echo. Slow as we can go, make the 303 pitch as high as it can go, and then if we go into Tascam speed, it would be very high, and then it would get pitched up very high indeed. So we're going for an extremely high-pitched 303 Dolphin today, and we got all the Dolphin colors we would ever want to have. So let's just push play on the 303 and see what we got. Get a healthier level there. And how nice. It's in perfect tune with the infinite timescape playing in the background. A little bit of crunchies on the 303. Liquid, right? Because that's what dolphins swim in. Okay, it's looking like the level is pretty healthy. I don't want it to ever be too hot because it can crunch out on us. I really like this. Maybe we'll just let that run for a bit. Okay, I need a fresh pattern here. Let's find one that is rubbish that we can delete. It's kind of like our tape loop, right? It was a rubbish tape loop. We made a new one. And hopefully this one will not be rubbish. All right, it's not Monosynth Monday. Let's really find that pattern. That's a rubbish pattern. I remember that from ways back. What we got to do is go into write mode here. Let's do a little bit of Monosynth Tuesday. I was worried I was going to have to do a tape Wednesday after how bad the internet was earlier, but no, we're back. It's definitely just tape Tuesday today. And it's episode 33, which there's 0 zeros in between those two threes, which I figure equals a 303. Yes! I thought I said my brain doesn't work with numbers and stuff like that. But it barely works with numbers in like a Lego block creative type of way. Still waiting to see if that 100k hertz shelf is the one for me. Gonzin, no. A little bit of an inside joke there between Gonzin and I found something online about a hologram microcosm. Someone was saying they used a 100 hertz shelf on it to get something fixed with distortion. And I was telling Gonzin in the chat, I heard someone used a 100k hertz shelf. And he said something about, I'm not sure how the Dolphins would feel about that. Or was it the bats? Oh, come on, where's that Batman? Tiger. I am all over the place, and that's just fine. Okay, we need a write mode, and let's do all hits on all hits. Does this work? Or is it all rests? I think the first one needs to have... I can't remember. What I'm trying to do is just have it be a sustained note. I suppose I could also just hold the note down. Maybe that's smarter, but... And we're going to try to craft this into a bit of a dolphin sound. If I throw the tempo on the floor, the sea floor, of course. I'm not sure how many steps this has, actually. Let's count them off real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15. That's weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I did do the switch replacement, but sometimes I wonder. Okay, let's do the pitch. Top one. It's squeaky, right? Dolphin squeaks. I'm not sure if this is gonna work now that I think about it, because it's gonna reset that loop. Although we might have just enough time to record our tape loop before it resets. We can give it a shot. I want that 303 Dolphin. Let's flip it into, well, I guess we were in Sawtooth. We want a Sawtooth for the Dolphin voice, I think. And let us, I wonder if I can do this as just slides. Let it slide, my friend. Come on. I don't know if that's 16 or not. Let's try it. It's going to be long. So it's going to be long enough, I think, for our tape loop. Unless it just slid itself into nothingness, which I think that's what happened. Aye. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We'll turn the slide off of that one so that it can restart. Is it gonna? Or is that very slow? I broke the pattern. Sometimes that's a good thing. Yeah, it's just not working. Okay, so let's go back into time mode and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I don't know why I was counting. It counts for me on that mode, but on the pitch mode, it does not. And still not working. So we got to try it something else again. Not sure if I needed all these slides, but we'll turn off some of these here. Okay. Still not working. Okay, that's okay. We can try to figure out this TB303 on the fly. Okay, 1 hit. Tie. Okay, so that's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's make that be a rest. Can I? I ruined it. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Rest. Oh, my 303 is on the fritz. It's never really the 303. 1. So we got a step. Tie. Oh, the tie takes up 3 spaces. These things always get me. Let's try this again. Okay, time mode. All steps on all steps. Now that's strange. Oh, it's because we got slides. We do want slides. So, no accent. Oh, no, that's a slide. Man, I'm losing it today. My brain, McLean. Pitch mode. Okay, start again. Pitch mode. High pitch, slide, 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 slide. Okay, it should have enough of those there until we get to where it doesn't have enough. Pitch mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and on 16, nothing. And that should hopefully give us a long boy note. Let's turn up the resonance. Still not working. What am I doing wrong here? Ron. So confused. The 303 is a confusing machine. I know it. And you know it too. Still confused here. So what are we doing? All notes. Wait, how'd those ties get in there? Aye, tie. Okay. Oh, I can't. Okay. I'm trying to do time mode like pitch mode. Do you know what's going on? I don't. Maybe Gonzon does. Or who else is in the chat room here? Master Tiger. We got Dolphin in the chat saying lawn boy, Ron boy. No, it's long boy turned slideways. Slideways is a good way sometimes. And now I'm actually lost. I think I'm in time mode. Wait, okay. All notes on all notes. Maybe this will finally work. That sounds fairly dolphin-y on the squeakers. Okay, I threw the tempo way back down. Wondering if this is actually going to work. I suppose I could plug this into the roll-in sync box and throw the tempo down even slower, but I do worry about it not having enough sustain anyway. Yeah, there's quite a lot of echo going on there. Let's hear it dry for a second. All right, so with the envelope, we might have to speed the tape up. Oh, man, I'm trying to get my... That sounds pretty dolphin-y to me. It seems like that might work. Now, let's... Now that we kind of tested, I had the decay up. The accent I don't think is going to do much of anything. Be nice to have a... bit of a dolphin-y vibe. It's gonna sound just like a 303. Let's check out the tape loop and see how long it's gonna run. There's the splice there. If we could get the splice matched up to it. Just hit right there when the note hit. We're gonna need a bit more speed. Not sure if this is actually going to work with the 303. If only I could make it sustain a bit longer. That's why I have this. This is the actual best Dolphin synth. We still should try though, because it's episode 33. So we had to have the 303 make an appearance, I think. Let's put it into play mode and see if we can get this pitch even higher. I might have to run the pitch a bit faster here. Let's go way faster. Yeah, this is different. So let's play the 303 and shift it up an octave. Oh wait, we gotta... There's one more thing we can do to get it even higher. Let's go back into Brite mode, pitch mode, and on all hits, let's octave them up. Come on. And that's a slide for some reason. Fairly confused with what's going on with this pattern. Would a rest or would a tie keep the sustain going? Sorry about just the constant 303 binging. That does sound like it's... Is the sustain... Okay, let's... I just don't think the 303 gets more sustain than that. It's a very simple analog circuit as far as synthesis is concerned. I thought there was a way, though, to get it to just really hold the note, but I might be tripping, slipping. In play mode, let's play it and shift it up another octave, which looks like we already did have. There's no way that's as high as it goes. Is it? Oh yeah, here we go. Can we make it more raspy? Is that going to sound like a dolphin? And will we have enough tape for that? Sorry, I left you on the pink Tascam there. Okay, where's the splice? Splice was about right here when it went. It should, in theory, work. Let's distort it. Just maybe a... Ooh, ouch. Hurts my dolphin ears. Right. So I'm going to fire in now with the 303. I think that's the sound I want to use for this tape, for at least this first track. Okay, let's see. I kind of have to do this quick, so I want to fade it in after the attack, and then I guess I could just let it fade out and sound on sound onto itself before I stop the record. Let's give it a shot. But I kind of want to wait for that splice a little bit. Oh, it's almost perfect right there. Or is it? Okay, that's the splice. Let's go for it now. Let's record this first one. Okay, I'm going to fade it in here. I didn't manage to get the attack the way I wanted it to be. Let's hear it. That's a dodgy dolphin tape, I think. Let's see if it dolphins. Let's see if the 303 can do it. That's not bad. It's actually not bad. Yes, something seemed to work today. Okay, let's actually find out if it dolphins. What you got to do is slather it in reverb and echo. That's my favorite thing to do. And let's throw it into Tascam speed. I'll unplug these jumper cables to get it really, really high pitched. And we got our little swim 'em up friend here. Ooh. Come on, dolphin power. Let's try it out. Lots of reverb. Yes! Oh, all my best laid tape plans. I'm actually in disbelief that that is a 303 and not just this dolphin tape. It sounds so much like this dolphin tape with, I think, a slightly better splice. Let's listen for the splice. It's a little bit of a... which is okay. That's great. Dolphins! Only problem now is I want to much higher pitch than that. That's a great one, Dolphin. Speaking of great one, Dolphin, we have Dolphin in the chat. She's saying, "You're speaking my language." I'm so happy. It's something about dolphins. They are very happy. Okay, so on this next one, we've got to go a little bit slower on the Tascam pitch. And I wonder, I don't know if there's any way to get this 303 to be a higher pitch than it is. But at any rate, let's arm track 2 for total record. We'll put the slow speed modification back into effect. Okay, and let's hear a little bit of low down, Dolphin. That's great, guys. That's my 303 doing dolphin magic. Maybe we'll add one of the Korg Volca keys tracks on the end there to get a really high-pitched dolphin. But when it gets low in pitch, it sounds a bit more like a whale. Maybe it's one of those friendly orcas. You know the ones. The ones that eat only sardines, but not out of the tin. That's great. Finally, one of my best laid tape plans has come to fruition. Oh, you got to laugh at yourself. If you can't, then I don't know what you're laughing at. 303 back online. Maybe we'll give it a little bit of a slightly different sound here. The envelope is going to make it kind of... Oh, no, that's actually perfect. Let's give it a really harsh envelope. Freaky teddy bear with me while I dial in the sound here and the level. I know it's a bit loud, isn't it? And that's a bit hot. Okay, cool. That's going to sound good. Let's drop the pitch all the way down on the Tascam. And in play mode on the 303, let's ensure that we are doing top octave. Okay, that's definitely in the dolphin arena there. Try to chill that out for a bit. What we want to do is tune these up, though, because dolphins like to sing in melody with each other, right? So let's bring in our other track. If we can. Where is it? Is this another one of those oh, I gotta play the tape. Sounds like they're in tune to me. A bit hot again on that second track. Very low on the level there. That's gonna work. Let's fire in for the record. Maybe I'll give it a little extra level. Okay, ready? Pull it! Let's find out if we have a happy second track up, Dolphin. We got Master Tiger in the chat saying, I think he's warmed up. It is getting a bit warmer in here. It's the Stack Mini, you know. Once I run all 6 computers for more than an hour, it starts to become its own little heating source. What's that? Alfalfa. Sprout. Let's see if that track 2 can dolphin as good as track 1. Slathered and reverb, of course. Throw the treble on the ceiling. Let's talk to our high-pitched friends. Ooh, Okay, dolphin time once again. Ooh, that's a squeaky dolphin. I like that. I love the attack, how it's not like a sharp 303 attack. It's more of like a... Pretty cosmic. Just wish I had a bit more range on that Tascam, but you kind of get what you get there. Maybe I'll dive into modifying my Tascam even more. I'd like to be able to run it to a dead stop, although I don't know if that would dead the motor at all. That's cool. Sounds very good. I suppose we should flip the tape. Let's flip the tape and hear it in reverse. Ooh. If nothing else, you could just use it as a drone tape, right? I do that plenty of times. That's good. Those are harmonizing. Those two tracks are harmonizing in a very good way. Some of the other Dolphin tapes I have don't do that as good as that. Yes, we are warmed up. Cool, and that allows me to keep pretty much everything the same on track 2. Let's head back to our 303. Let's get, which is the, it's actually track 3, but it's track 2 when you flip the tape. You know, they go both ways on a Tascam at least. Arm for the record. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Sometimes you get surprised, scared. So let's see, the pitch, let's harmonize again. That's the same pitch as that, but an octave lower. It helps if I'm showing you guys what I'm doing, right? Let's do that. That sounds pretty good. And on the 303, how can we modify this? Should we try a square wave on this? Square tooth. That sounds good. Throw the filter on the ceiling, the resonance down. That's going to make a nice dolphin sound. Okay, great. So let's get them ready for record them up. And the splice is right there. I don't think we care about the splice anymore. Can't care about it. Let's do it right now. And I kind of messed up on the fade in there. That's okay. We just... this is... honestly, look. I come out here and I live stream to you guys every week. And I'm not perfect because A, I'm a human, and B, I'm not a machine, even though I have so many machines. Richard, how we doing, Richard? I see you in the chat. Richard in the chat saying that ringing sound is very intense. Had to bring the volume down a little bit there. Did we lose you, Richard? I know, yeah, it's strong, but this is this is Dolphin Land, high frequency. Anyways, for 3, I don't know how much I care about perfection when I already do care so much about perfection. Does that make any sense? My point is it's all about the power of human creativity, and we like, as Bob Ross always said, happy accidents in the happy galaxy. Yeah. Too many machines, Richard. There we go. Gotcha. What a day, you guys. It was a weird one. Let's hear it. But first, let's get this ready for track 1 record, and we'll pull out the Korg for one last super high-pitched dolphin track. Oh my gosh. I'm a weirdo. But it feels good most of the time. Tape, safe, and let's try out that latest dolphin track. Yeah, that's a squeaker. That's a squelcher. It sounds really good to me. I'm not sure if you guys agree. I think, did we lose Richard? That was just too much squeaking for so many machines. But I know that we all know that Richard the Crook has a massive hi-fi setup. So I'm just in headphones here, and I don't know if that is going to be too high. That part goes. We got Dolphin in the chat saying, I think it sounds great. I could listen to that all night. Man, maybe we should do a tape all-nighter Tuesday where I just pull out all the Dolphin tapes. We got Kiara in the chat saying he has to be careful with his squeakers. Speaker squeakers. I try to not be too abrasive with my sounds, but it's part of the creativity. Tape life. Yes, that's right, Master Tiger. Tape night, tape life. One last track. Let's shut down the 303. That 303 definitely knows how to squelch. All right, be careful with it. Yeah, and it's working wonderfully. I did some fixes to it the other week. And we got Kier in the chat. Okay, we got Richard in the chat. Welcome back, Richard. I hope we didn't scare you away with too much harshness. I try to be a good host, but you know I'm not working with the most. Or am I? Anyways. Oh, my sense of humor is a little bit one-sided sometimes. Hey, at least I got me to laugh at my jokes. Richard in the chat room saying, I've heard that exact sound on a track by a Dutch band called The Gathering. Can't remember which one. Interesting. Kiara, he never left. I wish I could see who's in the chat room, or watching, but then I would be watching the watchers. Oh, talk about a feedback loop. Where's that Feedback Friday? Come on, Friday. I haven't done a show on Friday for ages. Or it was Tape Week, right? I did a show on every single day of the week. Tape Week. Speaking of tape life, what are we going to do? What's our goal for tape life? Richard in the chat room saying, happy accident is how antibiotics were discovered after all. Correct. I actually think a lot of things were discovered by happy accident. It makes you wonder if a lot of things are even an accident at all. Or is everything a little bit more connected than we originally might assume? Come on, let's do our scientific best to be spiritual beings having a human experience. Wait, it's not Sunday, is it? Oh boy. I would love to do a Sunday sermon show. It would just be me and the Freaky Teddy talking about how people need to get their freaking acts together and love each other. Let's try this one out. Let's blanket coat the entire world with love. That would feel nice. Okay. Speaking about the entire world, how about that Ease, episode 14, Earth Day? That was a very special one. I got feels during that show and after when I was doing the rewatch. Check it out if you haven't already. That's Ease, episode 14. Ease on Earth. I got a lot of cool stuff coming down the pipeline for Ease. Okay, plug them in, Korg, Volca. Remember, don't forget, this is the dolphin one. Make sure all your dolphins are right side up. You know, they are directional like that. You need access to the air. Plug them in, Tascam, track 1, which is on the reversal track 4, because this tape is backwards. And there's some more dolphins. I knew that Ease episode 1 was going to deliver. They're having a conversation, right? This one dolphin is saying, sardines. 3 o'clock. And 3 minutes. Makes me want to play along with those dolphins here really quick. Master Tiger in the chat room saying, tape love. I got plenty of that. And I want more. Tapes, I mean. And love. All of the above. Tape love. Okay, let's flip the Volca on. Turn it on. Ooh. It's going to do its little counterclockwise majig. I don't know what that's doing. Tuning up oscillators or something? All hail surface mount analog. No. Okay, let's see. I did a bit of a patch 'em up before the show. Let's check our level here. All dolphins all day. And what oscillator do you think we should use? I think I was doing that's the fifths there. Let's try, there's unison ring and poly ring. Let's try the poly ring. Now, I had a really strange dream the other night, and I almost forgot about it until now, but there was something about, I was in this strange, man, the places I find myself in the dream world. I was in a strange, it was kind of like an underground place, and it felt like it was a school, you know. Oh, here we go, Electric Archaic, hanging out in the mystery schools at night. Anyways, it had a bit of a school, a learning environment, but they had there was this underground chamber where they had a bunch of water, and they had these freaking dolphins in the water, and they were super happy dolphins. It wasn't like they were caged up like zoo vibes. We gotta check ourselves before we wreck ourselves on the zoo vibes here. Maybe we're the animals in the zoo. No. Whoa. We'll talk about watchers another day. Anyways, these dolphins were... I don't know if they were science dolphins, and I can't remember if they were cyborg dolphins, but that sure sounds like a cyborg dolphin to me. Oh, I'm pretty sure they were not cyborg dolphins. I might be getting it mixed up with that one movie, and it wasn't Hackers, although that would have been cool if they had a hacker dolphin in the movie Hackers. There was a movie that had a dolphin that was outside of the... it's the Life Aquatic had dolphins that had radios on them. It's not quite cybernetics, but they're... What's that movie with the cyborg dolphin that was part of the team? They should have done that in that one episode of Star Trek where Data gets captured by the guy who puts him in a... Anyways, I'm losing the plot a little bit. We got Happy Jesus in the chat. How we doing, Happy Jesus? Or is it Jesus? Welcome. Happy in the chat. How do you pronounce your name anyway? Happy Happy Jesus in the chat saying, and I'll have a strange dream tonight after watching this stream. The stream dream. We got DJ Dichotomy in the chat. How we doing, my friend? DJ Dichotomy is saying the dolphin from Johnny Mnemonic. Is that the one? I think it might be the one. My brain was doing lightning strike. It was arcing from Keanu Reeves to The Matrix to Hackers, but it was really just Keanu Reeves and Johnny Mnemonic. And they had... Was he in a big tank? The dolphin was in a big tank, and it was just all cyborged out. It was kind of horrific to see or think about that sort of stuff. But it was a strong dolphin, a smart one dolphin. But this is what it sounds like to me. Here, let's get some filter with it, too. Freaky. So I'm not sure if we'll use that that pair of oscillators or whatever it's doing in there. That is the poly ring. Let's head on over here and get serious about this last track. That's more of like a RoboCop dolphin. New toys with a laser. Teach children to... I'm getting on the Sheila E. tip here now. Anyways, let's see. We got, let's see. Let's get this right. I like to get this right with people's names in the chat room. We got Happy in the chat. If you like, I'll just call you Happy because we don't have we don't have a Happy yet. Although I do have... I'm getting distracted. We do a lot of happy face magic on Monosynth Monday. And let's give you a nice welcome present. Hold tight, Happy. Distracted cat. I know it's Dolphin Day, but I do get distracted cat. That one's for you, Happy. And we did pull out the 303, so we got our acid smiley right there. Happy in the chat room saying, thanks for having me. Happy Jesus was already taken, so I added a second S. Yeah, it's fine. That was my initial instinct. It was Happy Jesus, which in the Happy Galaxy, of course. It was 20 years ago. No. Nothing to do with religion. Yeah, that's okay. It's kind of cool, and also DJ Dichotomy, much love, but we had a colleague years ago named Jesus. And a lot of people called him Jesse, and then a lot of people called him Jesus. I think we call him Jesus now because he walked on a couple years ago. So rest in peace, my friend Jesus. But So it's cool for me personally to see that we got DJ Dichotomy in the chat room and a Happy Jesus in the chat room. So you reminded me of my friend Jesus. Also, Jesus in the upstairs department is also welcome in the chat room anytime, my friend. So rock on, Happy Jesus. Let's fire in with this last track. Okay, last track. Here we go. Keep getting distracted, cat. That is just so 80s laser gun to me. That's a little bit freaky. That's the fifth one. That will sound a bit freaky. Over here we got octave. Let's try this other one. I think it's unison. That's the one that I like to use for dolphin voice. With the filter all the way up, let's try this. I think that'll get us there. It's very high pitched. Sorry about that, Richard. I know you got probably high-powered hi-fi. Hi-fi stereo has no end, right? And this should sustain. Let's see. I got the sustain all the way up. Okay, so we only have to do that for one loop around, and this will be a nice clean dolphin track. But maybe we should try to harmonize it too. So let's see. And the Tascam, let's harmonize. Can't tell if that's quite the octave shift there. It's way up. I think that'll do it. So let's check our level here. Okay, let's record this final dolphin track for our dolphin day. I'm gonna fade it in nice and slow and get some sound on sound, I think, too. Here we go. Where's that splice? That should do it. Okay, let's say one of my favorite words on this show. Let's hear it. I hope it sounds cool. Here's our last but not least dolphin track. Kind of dead. What happened there? Did it phase cancel itself out of the picture completely? That's so weird. I have strange problems with my Tascams. It's probably because I'm the only one running Tascams this much in 2026. That may or may not be true. I'm tempted to redo that because that just is not... That's not a level. I can't see a level at all. So let's fire back in. Give it a really healthy level this time. Maybe it's so high pitched it's having a tough time with it. I don't know. Okay, let's just make it as healthy as we can here and try again, my friend. Go for the record. Hopefully that works. I don't know. You never do know with tape. That's kind of one of the reasons why I love it. It certainly looks like a healthier level. Pretty good. I don't particularly like how it goes every time the loop goes. But sometimes it's okay. I wanted more of a steady thing so that I could just kind of play with the dolphin voice on my own, but maybe it had an idea of its own. Let's drop down into slow mode here. Love that modification. Once again, I have a video on my channel called Slow It Down in the workshop playlist. It shows you what points to jump on your Tascam 414 if you want that modification yourself. Sounds like forever dolphin love, right, Kiara? It sounds like a guitar. The cool thing about that sound is it also leans heavily into that Blade Runner CS80 territory with the pitch ribbon. This is the poor man's CS80, in my opinion. It sounds plenty analog, and you get quite a good range of the pitch band. I think that's a full-on success, you guys. I'm very happy with today's dolphin tape. There's only one more thing we have to do to it. And I'll show you in just a second what that is. But first, let's have some more of that Hawaii feeling. We got Richard in the chat saying, I'm playing the stream just through my computer's speaker on the sofa. No big speakers today. Yeah, sorry. Sorry about all the squeakers on your big speakers. We got Dolphin in the chat saying, loved the Dolphin parade. Thanks, EA. You're welcome, Dolphin. I'm so glad we could have you here today. Okay, what was that last thing we needed to do? We need to spice them up dolphin tape just a touch. And this is how we'll know. that it is our Pink Lloyd Dolphin McLean tape. Come on, give me a pink dolphin here. I got it. I got it. Ooh. Okay, just 1 second. Because he has a little eyeball, and the eyeball would go really well with our tape bug, but I don't know where today's tape bug even ended up. So let me... Yep, there it is. Okay. I see with my shiny eye. It reminds me of someone else who had a piece of glitter stuck on them for a week. Shout out to that little dolphin on the clickers. Okay, there's a tiny dolphin glitter eye. I keep getting it stuck to myself, but whatever. And with that, my friends, I do believe that is a happy pink dolphin cassette tape loop. There we go. And there's its eye. I spy with my dolphin eye. I don't know, it has 4 tracks. And I have more dolphin stickers. Let's... I got orcas, I got dolphins, I got hearts. Maybe we'll just do a forever dolphin love situation on here. You can't really see that. Here's my parade of dolphin tapes. One more for good measure. What's it gonna be? I'm trying to peel this off and it's not working. Okay, forever dolphin love. Look at this pink dolphin. He's diving into love. Let's all dive into love, you guys. It's really about time. That's nice and fun. And love is good when you share it, like most things in life. So let's share it. This one will have to have its eye for now. Forever pink dolphin love tape. All right, what do you say? Let's hear it one more time. Whoa. We got Claire Bear in the chat. How we doing, Claire Bear? We're all happy to see you back in the chat room, Claire. How we like the new dolphin tape, everybody. I should probably make a few more of these because I just love it so much. And I think I have one hiding somewhere. But I really like this 303 track right here. It's this one, actually. Because it goes... Let's end with a bit of a dolphin parade. How does that sound? We get Claire in the chat saying, "I like the sparkly dolphin sticker." I have a whole sheet of those stickers. People who know me usually roll around with one on their car or something. Not sure about that last track. Don't like how it goes. Bing. That's the tape we made today. It is a One Happy Tape Loop, episode 33, Tape Tuesday. I cannot believe we're still going strong. Actually, I can totally believe that. There are hiccups. There have been hiccups along the way. We'll start from newest, which you just heard, Dolphin Tape, to oldest. This is episode 17, Tape Tuesday, Dolphin Tape. Let's flip this one on reverse. And hear it. It's so good to see pretty much everyone from the Electric Archaic chat room family in the chat room today. Once again, super sorry about the internet that I have no control over. Went down. But thanks to YouTube for keeping the stream alive for 30 minutes. I'm glad that I was able to just reconnect with all of you. low one. I always wanted to have a low track on all the dolphin tapes, and then sometimes I forget which track it is. And it doesn't sound exactly like a dolphin. That's a big lumba lumba. My favorite. Because the big lumba lumba has got cool paint jobs. We got Kiera in the chat room saying, okay, I learned so much here. Yeah, thanks to everyone in the chat room. Always. Sure appreciate everyone here. We got Gonzin in the chat room asking, saying, me too. We learn a lot from you, Gonzin. Such a legend. Asking, is that a shark? No, but if it were, it would be a tiger shark, right, Master? That's the big lumba lumba. Here. Needs contrast. It's not a shark. But sometimes they act a little bit sharky. Yeah, what else do I got? No, I don't have any more toys. Wait, I do. Who's this? Oh, he's gone. No, he's... Oh, man. Maybe a friend for Freaky Teddy. Freaky Giraffe! From Peru? Guatemala? I don't know. I don't know where who got this. It was in a donation pile, and I saved it. Oh, the things that we will save. We got Master Tiger in the chat saying, meow. Let's go back to our brand new dolphin tape. This one. And that is pink sparkles, although everything looks a bit blue and green. Sea green! Come on. I should put some more dolphin stickers on that, I think. And that's going to be it for the show. I love you guys. I love you all. I love this planet. And I know that you love this planet too. Love your mother. Freaky Giraffe. We got Claire in the chat. I know Claire loves Freaky Teddy. This one's Freaky Giraffe. Although, is it that freaky? Kind of freaky. The Freaky Teddy really gets his name from just sitting in the corner of the studio for years collecting dust. He's not dusty. Oh, I see you, Freaky. That is one Freaky Teddy there. Sure is cute, though. Freaky Teddy was collecting dust for years. And he's got that look, his freaky look. It's something... I still can't figure out when and where that Freaky Teddy comes from. I was trying to do research on it. I still can't figure it out. But the Freaky Teddy... Ah! I see you. Once again, Freaky. I love that Freaky. Freaky Teddy brings in the mail. Sometimes. No one can compare to the freakiness of that Teddy. I don't think. Not even Freaky Giraffe. But it's in the eyes. It's in the look. That Freaky Teddy has this dead stare for a bear. This is cool. I like that. I got all sorts of fun things, you guys. Oh, this is a present I gave to Kiera. Maybe we can have a little moment with it. That's cool. Freaky Tweety Bird. And then I got the other one, the Toucan Man, which is holding all of my busted up rubbish tape loops. Dead Bear Stare. I like that, Claire. Rhymes all the time. You gotta have it. Okay, thanks for joining me on my dodgy, wonky, amazing Tape Tuesday show. Live on VHS once a week. Come on. I like my critters. I have critters all over the place. I have another giraffe up there. I got a bluebird. I've got a... Someone told me that you shouldn't have critters looking at you when you sleep. But it just makes me feel like I'm in the forest, right? In the jungle, hanging out with all the tigers, becoming a master of the environment. If I were to do it all over again, I probably would call myself Master Dolphin. But I'm not sure. It's the paint job on the orcas that I like a lot. And they kind of... They fire in those orcas, but there's the jerk ones. We have figured out that there are nice orcas and there are mean orcas, and you think that the paint job would give it away. Anything that's that wild looking, you'd probably watch out. Like the neon freaky teddy. Ooh, he's toxic. Just because he's made out of plastic. He's not actually toxic. Unless you want to eat him. No, you can't eat that teddy. We got Gonzin in the chat asking, is that a tape loop yet? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Let's see. Oh, the canary. Yeah. Richard in the chat. It helps if I read the chat in sequential order. Hey, where's my prophet? I was tempted to make a dolphin tape loop with that Prophet 600, but since you guys can't see it on the show because it's massive, we just went for the 303 tape loop. But I don't know if the canary is on tape loop yet. I'm tempted to say that it is. It might be the toucan. I gotta get the toucan. Let's have Critter Day, right? It's for my lack of dolphins. No, I got a vintage Lego dolphin. And it's about the same. Yeah, I won't go there. But I was gonna say it's to scale with the orca, but then it reminded me of some nature videos I've seen that I don't like. Oh, there's Alfalfa again. I'm the wild animal today. That's it. Maybe I'll bring all these tape loops over to show you what Toucan's job is. All the critters in the studio have to have a job. So, these are all rubbish, busted up tape loops. And they're getting even more busted up now because I grabbed onto them. That's the toucan, toucan do it. I got that with canary. Kiera canary. Should we hear the toucan? I got critters everywhere. It could, maybe we'll do a show called Electric Archaic Zoo. I'm not sure what it would be, but would be fun. I know that. Let's have a listen to the Toucan Man. I feel like I did do that on tape loop once. Did we do that during tape week or something? Ooh, yeah, I did. It was that tape loop, Gonzin. It is on tape loop. Anyways. We got Kiara in the chat saying, maybe they protect your machinery, though. Yeah, they probably do. Here's something I made in 1989. I don't remember making it, but it's also relevant for today, I guess. I keep this up. And the Dolphin is also to scale with the Orca. Those Orcas, man. Yep. I sure do love them, but there's a clan of them that make questionable actions. Anyways. Feng, not Dung. Did you say Dung Shui? I have some scarabs around too. I don't know if scarab paintings that I made years ago. I'm just rambling now, but it's fun to ramble. I have it's like the critter hour. Maybe I'll think about it. I've been thinking about so many shows, you guys. I want to do well, it's supposed to be color therapy with Kiara, and if we get her back out here soon, we will do that. So stay tuned for that. That'll be really freaking cool. I got a shrimp. I got this little weird shrimp guy. People in my family know I love shrimps, so they found this somewhere. It's that's freaky shrimp. I should do just a whole series of freaky critters. So long, and thanks for all the shrimp. The Tape Tuesday Aftermath video is going to be fun today. It's just going to be critters. And there's that alfalfa sprout again. I can't keep my hair straight, can I? Don't forget about Peruvian frog drum guy. Also, I think we have a tape loop of that. Peruvian frog drum? You know the one, come on. But it has these kind of Joker products, lip holes there. If I can get that. And you want to cover them up, and you do this kind of a thing. Got no reverb on the microphone, but I sure did on the last show. We got Richard in the chat saying, due to happy accident, Dr. Gonzin discovered the lost art of Dong Shui. Dong Shui, where's my scarab? I have a whole gang of scarabs around stuff. That was one of my favorite things. You know, because it rolls the sun across the sky apparently in Egyptian mythology. Although, do we really know what they were thinking from way back then? Here's an animal I created. This will be the debut of the very first time you guys would see this animal that I've created. I have a lot of stuff just waiting in the wings. This is not a winged creature, although that's a good idea too. This, my friends, is inspired by just some weirdness that Garrett McLean, my best friend from Vegas, we would make a lot of tunes back in the day. And for some reason, the shrew, we would always talk about shrews. I think because it rhymes with a lot of stuff. As a fun word to say. And so we made a song a long time ago called Nation of Shrews. And this is an invention of mine. It's the shrew. The idea is that in the year 3002, a nation of shrews takes over. It was a bit dystopian. But can you see that? That is one freaky shrew. But it's made out of Legos, and I have a couple of vintage pieces there. But it's like an elephant shrew, but it's supposed to be massive, you know? Anyways, that's fun. I feel like Robin Williams in the end of Mrs. Doubtfire. And the shrew was talking about, let's get together and make a shrew can. Shrew can do it. Shrew. Stay tuned for more shrew business. Okay, so yeah, it's always nice to have a bit of a ramble after the show. But for now, my friends, I think it's time for me to go. I've done enough. No, there's still more to be done. Anyways. Ooh, Claire Bear in the chat saying, I have a recording of frogs in Ubud. That's in Bali, in Indonesia. It's like layers, right? Milky Way Galaxy. Sol Solar System. Planet Planet Earth. Indonesia. Bali. Ubud. Frog. That's a tiger frog. I hope you guys have all had fun here today. I know it's been fun for me. Fun for ya. And we'll see you on the next show. I'm so glad that you could all make it out to Freaky Dolphin Frog Town for one last 303 Dolphin on the Squeakers. It's been Tape Tuesday, my friends. Once again, let's try it out. Love. Blanket coat the planet with love. And freaky tape sounds. Gonzin in the chat saying, keep it silly. Let's keep it real. Real silly. Peace and love in this beautiful, happy galaxy of ours. To say peace and love in the freaky galaxy. It is a freaky universe. Sending you all love. A lot of love to give and a lot of love to receive. With that, I'll see you next week.